When people come into the Arts Library, they expect to find Beethoven and Bach, Michelangelo, and all the glories of the theatre. But we also collect a lot of other material. And I brought up some of my favourite things that I think give a taste of what you might find here at the State Library. One of my personal favourites, as far as the music collection is concerned, is something that came from Geelong, actually. Here Come 11 Nuns, one with a bucket of chips for me. And let's not forget that Victoria has a ferocious industry as far as popular music is concerned, and we need to have it here. One of the things we've been purchasing just recently are Australian vinyl records from the 50s, 60s, 70s. We missed a lot of it at the time, but we've had the good fortune to be able to catch some of it lately. And one of the people we've caught is Lucky Star, Truckin' Songs. Who doesn't love a good truckin' song? I certainly do. Not to mention Geelong's own Barry Crocker, Please Don't Go. And why would we? This is a marvellous title, recently published, Queer Visitors from the Marvellous Land of Oz. It is, of course, The Wizard of Oz, but definitely not Judy Garland territory. This is a wonderful newspaper serialisation that happened at the turn of the 20th century, and these were just published in the daily papers of the time. Every page is just a gem. The comic book industry is bigger now than it's possibly ever been. This beautiful thing, Wednesday Comics, comes from DC in America, and in it you find just about every single great DC character that you can think of, Superman, Batman, they're all here in the kind of newspaper strip format, but for a new age. Australia itself had its own very vibrant comic book industry. I have here a couple of examples of some earlier material. This one, Yarmak Jungle King comic. Yes, it's Australia's own shameless rip-off of Tarzan of the Apes, but done by one of Australia's greatest comic book artists, Stanley Pitt. We also have the wonderfully quirky Cowgirl Romances, once again based on American models, but Australian produced. The other great revolution of the 20th century, of course, is film, and I just dragged this book off the new bookshelf because who could resist it? It's The Art of Hammer. This is the most wonderful book of their lurid posters, and lurid is the word for it. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And the best thing about all of these is that they're all available for anybody to come into the library and use.